Hey guys, and today I'm going to be doing something that I did last year, which is giving my top 10 Lightning Collection figures that I would like to see next year in 2023's assortment of Lightning Collection figures that they are going to release. I know that's confusing, but we're going to get right into it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post, premiere, or go live on this very channel. Leave it in the comments below. Top 10 Lightning Collection figures you want to see in the Lightning Collection in 2023. Leave it down in the comments below because I want to know and have a conversation and debate with you guys. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this video. And remember, you're in the zone, the superhero zone. Cue intro. Hello, and welcome to Superheroes 101, where the superheroing is never done. My name is Xavier Lee, for those of you who don't know me, and I'll be your host. And y'all know what we're doing from the beginning of the video, so let's just start it off with number 10 at Dylan from RPM, the RPM Ranger Operator Series Black. So, for this figure, obviously I want a regular head sculpt, and I want the Nitro Sword, Nitro Blaster, and the and his like rocket cannon that he comes with. I would love to see all those accessories. Also his Cell Shift Morpher for this one. And if you're a little bit confused, basically with this series, if you haven't seen last year's video, I like to list the character and the accessories I like to see with said character. But yeah, moving on to number 9. Moving up to number 9, we have Chip Thorn, the Mystic Force Yellow Ranger. See, I want him to come with a different lightning effect that we get with Lightning Collection figures, because his whole stick and power is lightning. So I want it to be like a really cool, extravagant lightning effect, along with his wand. And I'm pretty sure his weapon turns into like an axe or some sort. So I want to see his wand in both modes, along with his, civilian head sculpt and his Mystic Force Morpher. So yeah, that was number 9. Moving on to number 8. At number 8, I have Kendall Morgan, the Dino Charge Purple Ranger, or Plesio Charge Ranger, whichever you want to call her. So for her, I want her to come with her civilian head sculpt, her Dino Morpher Blaster, and her Dino Charge Saber with some sort of cool, effect to kind of represent her Plesiosaurus Zord and pay homage to that. Like maybe a water effect or something like that to pay homage to the Zord, obviously. But also, to make it unique and different than all the other Dino Charge Rangers. So yeah, we're so close to finishing the Dino Charge Ranger team in the Lightning Collection. We have the main 6. Now it's just a matter of getting the other 4 for this collection, or technically other 5. But yeah, that was number 8. Moving on to number 7. Coming in at number 7, we have Orion from Super Mega Force. For this particular figure, I want to see the Orion civilian head sculpt. Then I want to see his Morpher that he has. And then also, along with it, I want to see his Trident in both the Blaster mode and the Staff Trident mode, if you know what I mean. Because recently I've been playing the Legacy Wars game, and they put him in the game, and he is one of the best characters in that game. He is so fast and so efficient. I love all of his attacks. And yeah, I eventually want to see his super mode get into the Lightning Collection, but for right now, just normal basic mode, Super Mega Force, Silver Ranger, Orion. But yeah, and if you see me looking down, I wrote a list of the top 10 characters. But yeah, that was number 7. Moving on to number 6. Coming in at number 6, we have Gia Morgan, or Gia Morin. See, I always get her last name confused with Morgan and Morin. It's Morin, but it sounds like Morgan. Anyway, Gia Morin, the regular Mega Force Yellow Ranger. I really like the regular Mega Force suits. I like how classic and basic they are, as weird as that sounds. And I want her to come with her Tiger Claw, her normal civilian head, as well as her helmet head, obviously. And then I want her to come with that little blaster that she had with it. And then also her Gosei Morpher and a cool power effect. I think that would be really cool. I really want the Mega Force suits in the Lightning Collection because, again, a lot of people give hate to the Neo Saban era, but that is my entire childhood. So it's like, I have a safe place or a special place in my heart for Mega Force, Ninja Steel, and all the seasons that people severely dislike. So yeah, that was number 6. Moving on to number 5. Coming in at number 5, we have Jen Scots, the Time Force Pink Ranger, the leader of the Time Force Ranger team. We already have Wes Collins, the Red Ranger, and Lucas, the Blue Ranger, in the Lightning Collection already. So why not add Jen Scots as the Pink Ranger next in the regular line? right? I want her to come with her civilian head sculpt, her chrono sabers, her chrono blaster. Forgive me if it's wrong, if I said that wrong. But yeah, I would love if they added the electro booster and another time force weapon in there with her. But other than that, that's all I want to come with Jen, because we need to get Jen in the Lightning Collection. You know, I feel like they're gonna do her last and she's a leader, but you know, when we get her, just know that I'll get her. But yeah, that was number 5. Moving on to number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have Calvin Maxwell, aka the Ninja Steel Yellow Ranger. See, Ninja Steel was a hated season in the Power Rangers fandom. I don't think it was that bad. It was pretty kind of hard to watch at times, but like, I liked this season. I liked the Yellow Ranger. Calvin, he was my favorite Ranger out of the entire team, and honestly, the Ninja Steel cast is one of my favorite casts. But anyway, moving on, I want to see the sword, their morpher, and the morpher, you know, the morpher that turned into different weapons, a civilian head sculpt, and yeah, is that everything? Oh, and the frog blaster also with his particular figure. I think that would be really cool. And maybe if they put the morpher in like a weapon mode, that would be really cool. But like the morpher in his basic mode would also be cool. So yeah, that was number 4. Going in to our top 3, starting off with number 3. Next up at number 3, we have Chloe Ashford, the Hyperforce Pink Ranger. For her figure, I want her to come with, if they can't do a civilian head sculpt because, you know, it was fake, like it wasn't fake, but it was a RPG, and they were technically animated characters because they had little drawings of the Hyperforce Ranger characters. I would be completely fine if they didn't come with head sculpt. It would be a little upsetting, but here's what they could do. I feel like they could use their photoreal and the actors who played the Hyperforce characters could put those faces on the figures, but that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, I want her to become with a potential civilian head sculpt as well as her helmeted head sculpt, her Hyperion bow, her Hyperion scythe that people seem to forget about. She has a giant scythe. If you don't know what that is, it's literally a staff with a giant blade at the end of it, and her Hyper Blade Blaster and Blade and Blaster mode. I know that's a lot of accessories to add for this particular figure, but Hyperforce Rangers had a lot of weapons. So yeah, also I feel like if they do Hyperforce, I feel like it's going to end up being a 5-pack, like the Alien Ranger 5-pack that they just revealed like last week. I feel like it's going to end up being a 5-pack, but yeah, if they do that, you know I would pre-order it because Hyperforce is one of my favorite Ranger teams. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's head on over to number 2. Obviously, you guys can tell by now, the background lighting, I was switching it to the colors of each particular Ranger. Like right now, I'm going to switch to green. But like for this Ranger, she was 2 different Ranger colors, and her name is Cybervillain Roxy. See, I want the purple version, but I know we're going to get the green version first. And for her particular figure, I want her 2 blasters and her civilian head sculpt. I know Liana Ramirez didn't wear the costume without the helmet on in the show, but I still want to see the I still want to see an unhelmeted, unmasked sculpt with the figure, so that us as stop motioners, toy photographers can reimagine, you know, Roxy with her, you know what I mean, her helmetless sculpt on her morphed body, if that makes complete sense. I did this one last year. We didn't get her this year. We got Zoe instead. I think there's a good chance we could either get Steel or Roxy next year. I'm hoping for Roxy, but I'll take Steel. But I really want my Blazing Roxy in the Lightning Collection. That was number 2. Moving on to number 1. Drum roll, Pete, please. At number 1, we have Javi Garcia, the Dino Fury Black Ranger. Y'all know by now I talk about him a lot. He is my absolute favorite Power Ranger ever. And Kira would have been on this list, but we recently got a Kira Lightning Collection figure. I did a review on the figure last week or the week before that. I don't remember. Go check that video out. That was like Super Miss Day 1. So go check that out because I posted a video on reviewing that figure. But like you best believe that I'm going to be reviewing Javi when it comes out and getting him almost instantly. I know there's a listing for the Dino Fury Blue Ranger, so I don't know if we're going to get another Dino Fury Ranger next year, but if they're following the trend I think they're following, I think they're going to just try to blow out all of the Dino Fury Rangers at once next year, possibly, since we're getting the Blue Ranger in the next wave. But yeah, that was my top 10 list. Leave down in the comments below your favorite figure from my list. And yeah, that's all I had for you guys for this video. Just a little short, little sweet video that I like to do. I don't know if I'm going to make it a yearly thing, but since I did it last year, I guess it's a yearly thing. But yeah. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post a Miracle Live on this very channel. Leave down in the comments below your top 10 Lightning Collection pick for 2023. Leave down in the comments below because I want to know and have a conversation, debate with you guys. Did you like the list? Did you hate it? Leave down in the comments below because I also want to know that. Make sure you follow my Instagram and TikTok for the most exclusive Superheroes 101 content. And yeah, this video was fun. If you want more Power Rangers Lightning Collection or all-around superhero fandom related content, you're gonna have to wait to my next video. And remember, yippee-ki-yay, let's ride! Hey guys, I meant for this to be like the last video of 2022, but it's 2023 now. Happy New Year! So, this is considered the first video of 2023, but the last video of 2022. We're counting that as this video. So, Happy New Year! This year is going to be full of amazing content for you guys. I'm gonna try to be consistent. Sorry for falling off a super miss. I keep saying sorry. I'm just gonna change, you know. Anyway, Happy New Year. Yippee-ki-yay, let's ride. See you in the remainder of this new year. So, yeah. Yippee-ki-yay, let's ride.